Hey, Anamoine. Thanks for the 13 months in a row. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me here. It's a little bit cold in central Illinois here still. It's March 1st, so there's still, 30 freezing-ish weather. So I've decided to warm myself up with a dumpster fire to start this morning. The key to not being disappointed in life is having incredibly low expectations. So I'm not expecting to win any matches of Magic with this deck, but I've been paid a princely sum to put down my I'm not playing fair deck shields. And here we are. I don't think Remand is a modern playable Magic the Gathering card. There's probably a chance that Growth Spiral is playable just because it ramps us up, but Cryptic Command's really clunky, Mystic Teachings is really clunky. I'm not really sure that this deck has the tools to stay alive. Like, if you look here, we've got 2 Fatal Pushes, an Abrupt Decay, and Assassin Trophies. We've got like 4 cards that are interactive before 4 mana Cryptic Commands. So, I'm expecting for this to go particularly poorly, but I said no. They said how much money to play it. I gave them a number. They paid that number, and here we are. So we're gonna do our best to play good Magic and see how things go. Thanks, Doc Prof. It's all about the television, right? It's all about the television. Champion IRL, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. And thanks for the bits, Dusty. All right. I mean, my hand doesn't do anything, but I assume that's what I'm signing up to keep. I can't mulligan for interaction if there's not interaction really to mulligan for. What's going on, Ribbon? Thanks for the 10 months. Welcome. Ooh. Ooh. If there was ever a matchup that was winnable for this deck, it's probably one that involves a Noble Hierarch. Gearhulk, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. I hope things go well for you, Gearhulk. We'll definitely be here. Ronus the Indomitable. All right. Ah, look at this Remand. We're going to get him, chat. We're going to get him. Think I get Breeding Pool here. I wanna make sure I have plenty of blue for these Cryptic Commands. Hey, Zach. Thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hopefully we draw a land so we can go Growth Spiral into search for Azcanta. Alright, well that was an incredible disappointment. I don't know what I was expecting when I cast that card for the first time, but that about lived up to expectations there. So we're dead. I definitely wouldn't put a double red card in that slot. You want something else that's like okay against control, so probably like Carnage Tyrant. Oh no, Moto has encountered a serious error and needs to close. Oh no, yay, Moto. Although the upside to Moto being Moto is we get to look at my very beautiful Bloodbraid Elf background. My very beautiful Bloodbraid Elf background. Not to like encourage you to make more bad decisions, but I definitely I've spent time off stream theory crafting about the Vanaphir deck. Burgle and I have been kicking it around. My wheels are turning. I'm like hard locked on playing the Vanaphir deck at my next Modern tournament if I want to go. Moto is one large serious error. So Moto hasn't had its coffee yet, chat. Come on, cut it some slack. there aren't really thoughts to give on the new modern set. I'm a big proponent of like, I'm a pretty big proponent of like, don't speculate on things that we don't have information on, and we just don't have information on this new set. Like we have no idea what this is how we Cyclonic Rift. Actually, I think I'm supposed to Growth Spiral here to try and hit a fetch land to kill this Knight of the Reliquary. Lumbering Falls. Oh, why are there Lumbering Falls in this deck? Are there 4 Creeping Tar Pits in this deck? Why? Oh, I clicked the wrong seed. Why are there Lumbering Fall? Hold on, sorry. There's 1 Creeping Tar Pit, 1 Lumbering Falls. Yikes. This is not really, like, creature lands are already barely playable in Modern. So, like, playing a creature land that's like this instead of a good one like Creeping Tar Pit is yikes. Yeah, in Modern, cards tend to be much, much stronger on average than in Standard. That's the appeal of playing formats like Modern Legacy, is you get to play higher power decks, which in turn tends to mean there's a lot of combo decks, but even the fair decks tend to be higher powered. But yeah, sorry, as to the new modern set, anybody who's giving you hot takes on the new modern set just like is one of the people that's just trying to like drum up clicks, right? Like at this point we have no idea what the new set really entails, and it's kind of impossible to know until we see exactly what's going on. So I could have actually activated that there to prevent it from I could have activated that there to prevent it from doing my stuff, but then I just died. So I'm going to upkeep, tap their creatures, draw a card here. Yeah, I think one take we can give, I think that they'll likely be accurate, and this is not about the actual cards itself, is that if this new set really doesn't have any reprints of existing Modern staples in it, Modern is going to get more expensive than it is now, because this new set is going to bring new players into the format, which means all of the existing staples are going to have higher demand. Hey, Raver, thanks for the 31 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I forgot to add Discord. Thank you. So I'm like, here's the thing where I don't get like, this is like worse than Sultai control, right? Like I don't even have a sweeper here. Like how on God's green earth do I come back from this board state? How do I ever come back from just like being this far behind on board? Is it like I have Cyclonic Rift to overload? That's the plan here. I guess that's the plan, right? The plan is like Cryptic, tap their team, draw a card again, and then like overload the Cyclonic Rift next turn. But then like that doesn't even fix my problem really, because like I still don't have answers to these things in the long term. Rabner, thanks for the prime, and Princess Silver, thanks for cashing that this way. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me around, Princess and Rabner and folks. And good morning to everyone, TGIF. Sorry I was a little late this morning. Normally, so Christy and I don't really have an alarm clock. Declan is our alarm clock, and he let us sleep in this morning. God bless him. Yeah, no Consume the Meek feels like a punt. I think there's one in the sideboard. Yeah, there's one in the sideboard. I feel like not having it in the main deck with how creature-based Modern is probably a miss. Hey, Keenster, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. So we're at a virtual 7 with this Walking Ballista. We're actually kind of hoping to draw the Wilderness Reclamation next turn, right? I suppose that if we flip the Azcanta with the other land in our hand, we can actually search for Reclamation, cast it, and then overload the Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, I'm just not actually sure how we end up winning the game. I suppose at this point I could Mystical Teachings for Cryptic Command and keep fogging. I'm probably just supposed to overload the Rift here. Do you think I'm supposed to kill the Ballista? I can't kill the Ballista this turn. So I'm taking 2 down to 8. You know, I probably should have just put this Watery Grave into play tapped rather than play a fetch land here. Yeah, I know the Rift's an instant, but I don't want them to untap and use Knight of the Reliquary and Noble Hierarch again to put mana on Walking Ballista. So I don't want them to like use the Knight again. And I can't survive a combat step, so like I have to do this pre-combat anyway, so I might as well just do it now. It also plays around the off chance like they have a blue land and they can like collect a company into a spell queller or something like that. Which is unlikely at this point, but it is something that could possibly happen. Hi, friends. I think the win condition is Blue Sun Zenith. I'm not actually sure. Maybe it's looping Nexus and attacking. I don't actually know. Oh, the notifications. Is this a Saffron Olive deck? I guess that makes sense. Oh, they're quartering my search for Azcanta. Also makes sense. I guess this means I can get a swamp and get a forest and then decay this Walking Ballista. I don't know. If we play against a bunch of mopey creature decks like this, we might have a chance. Take a chance on me. Like I think we're actually ahead at this point, right? It might actually be a longer league. Because, like, there's 2 Cryptic Commands in my deck here still. So, like, I'm going to get to Teachings, Cryptic Command their play this turn. And I can flashback Teachings, Cryptic Command their next play the following turn. This is the list that 5-vote Comp League. God bless. God bless Modern. Everything's a 3-2 deck. Last FNM, this deck drew 3 of its 4 matches. That's impressive. Pretty sure I'm just like Cryptic Commanding anything they cast here. It's a real shame there's not a Consume the Meek in the main deck, because if there was, we probably couldn't lose. So I know they have Knight and Ruinous in their hand. Pulse of Murasa. Oh, baby, I love me some Pulse of Murasa. Alright, I think we're just going to draw 7 this turn. I think we just, like, let whatever they have resolve, and then we draw 7. Oh, no! Oh, no! They drew Bajuka Bog. Man, that's rude. Alright, change of plans. Times they are a-changin'. 1 Cryptic Command, please. Cometh at me, Noble Hierarch. Yeah, I'm going to hold up Cryptic Command now. And if they don't play into the Cryptic Command, I'm going to fetch a Shockland and then Pulse of Murasa. But they played into Cryptic, God bless them. Basically just on like the counter anything plan. I think Mana Drain would be too powerful for Modern. Woo! We found a piece of candy. We found a piece of candy. Alright, so untap. I think I want to leave... How much mana do I want to leave up here? This is 7. Let's just draw 7. Sounds good. This is enough mana to cast Nexus of Fate if we draw it. Didn't draw Nexus of Fate. Incredibly unlucky. Delay. That's something. God, we're gonna win this game. What's going on, Extreme Gamer? We did get another Reclamation. You are not wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Spell Snare. Next turn, we're gonna do some stuff. There's 22 cards in our deck. One gain 6, please. Stop it. Ooh, mystical teachings. Ooh. One of your finest Blue Sun Zeniths, please. All right, here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Should have known, should have known, should have known again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boop do 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 do. Let's do the time warp again. Do 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 do. Welcome to garbage time. All right, so we can't lose anymore. Oh, I should have fatal pushed this. The game is over. We're just gonna have to click through it. My opponent has lost. The game has ended. It's just gonna take me a hot second. I apologize. Alright, fatal push that. Hey, Rick, thanks for the Prime support. I'm probably going to be a really bad content producer during the rest of this league, or most of this league, because I'm going to have to try and click very quickly. This deck's going to take a while to play, and with the chess clock on Moto, there's a very real chance that I time out in these matches. So there's 2 teachings in my bins, which means I'm guaranteed to get to Nexus again this turn. Alright, untap. Yeah, sure, crack your fetch. Teachings for Blue Sun Zenith kill. Seems like it's going to be slower than the alternative. They have 39 cards in their deck. Okay, so untap. Don't mind me. Just taking some turns. Taking some turns. Blue Sun Zenith. There are currently 5 cards in my deck, so let's Blue Sun Zenith for the rest of my deck. Untap, cast Nexus of Fate. Alright, so we're super deterministic at this point. We just like can't lose. Can't lose has been declared. Play my 2/1, target a thing. Play my 2/1, target a thing. Alright, my turn. Alright, well this was an experience. You can subscribe using this link in your mobile browser. Or if you're on Android, you can subscribe in app. So I could technically take more turns here, but I already have turns queued up, so like there's no reason to. And I have to win 2 more games. This was something. The old Cyclonic Rift your board into Dirtle. Won't you take me to Garbage Town? Won't you take me to Garbage Town? Evacuation. That is a real Magic the Gathering card. Evacuation. I think I want Echoing. Yeah, this is like the 101 deck if you're playing it in paper. Man, mad props to the person who 5-0'd a league without timing out 5 matches in a row. Like, I play Magic pretty quickly, and I am kind of worried that we're going to time out at some points during this league. I want all my removal spells. Oh, and my sweepers. Search is probably not good enough, just because they have Ghost Quarters and Knights and stuff like that. I think Remand. Yeah, Remand's probably a cut. Cut at least one of those. All right, let's do it. It's definitely not good against Mana Dork decks on the draw. On the play, we'll put the 4th Remand back in. Nexus and Blue Sun are the only 2 cards in the deck. Can you theoretically declare an infinite loop and show that you can kill them eventually in paper? Yeah, Conqueror. You can say, I'm going to do this, and eventually you will die. I think I mulligan this. I think I have enough removal post board that I just don't keep a hand like this. Yay! Punished for making good decisions. Yeah. Alright, here we are. Just you, me, and Mr. Cryptic Command. Dispel and Shadow against Court of Calling. I could see Dispel being okay. I think Shadow's too narrow. What's the best way to support? Just hanging out and watching the content. If you enjoy the content, tell your friends. If you don't enjoy the content, tell your enemies. Share the links, like the YouTube videos, all that jazz. How much would I have to pay to get you, Bamonte, Andrew, and Kent Kidder to play a game of EDH on MTGO? I don't know. Do I tell my frenemies? Yay, Cryptic Command. What does that drink? Unsweetened iced tea. Yep. Nice, Remus. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dovin in the current standard format. We're actually going to play Blue-White Angels to start today in standard, and that card seems really sweet in that show. Wait, this deck is 5-0'd 6 times? Is that what you just told me? That's interesting. So it's actually less impressive that it's the same player, because if it's one player, it could just be like, that player's much better at Magic and Modern than the people they're playing against. Whereas, like, if it's 6 different people or, like, 3 or 4 different people, then that implies the deck is more powerful. It's like, it was really funny. I remember when I was playing Kiki Chord back in my heyday, like, I single-handedly put Kiki Chord on the percentages on MTG Goldfish, just because, like, I was posting a 5-0 result every time the results posted almost. Yeah, that's the other metric too, right? Like, if they have 6 5-0s, is that 6 5-0s in 6 leagues, in 12 leagues, in 40 leagues? Like, what's the metric there? All right, so I think I start by growth spiraling here. The General Pancakes, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Or welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. So so now that we drew Teachings, I was debating on Cryptic Command just bouncing the Knight, but I think now that I drew Teachings, I just like Teachings at end step, go get Consume the Meek. And then the plan, I think, is to just not care about their clues and just like play through it. Just like try and combo. If you get Rift, you could bounce the clues. So they have Ghost Quarter and Field. I think I'm going to fetch 1 basic and 1 non-basic here. Yeah, this is technically a combo deck, isn't it? I agree with that assessment. I mean, all the good decks in Modern are combo decks, so. Slayer, thanks for the 11 months. I hope you have a safe deployment and get home soon. I appreciate the support. Thanks for dropping in for the Bezo Bucks. Super DOS, thanks for the brand new Prime. Welcome. Devo with the raid. Good morning. I hope you had a good one. We are, I said we were playing a fair deck when we started, but I think that might actually not be accurate. I think we might actually be a dirty combo player. Trogadar, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Alright, so let's do this. And unfortunately, I'm a mana short of being able to hold up Cryptic Command here still, which sucks. But I think I need to just clear this board out. Isn't Modern all dirty combo? Yeah, basically. Basically. It's funny, too, that we're playing this after I described Modern the other day on the standard stream as just, like, being mono Nexus of Fate deck. So, we're literally playing a Nexus of Fate deck. Mikey, good morning. Alright, well, those two together make a lot of mana. Thankfully, I have a Fatal Push. Minamo. After cool stuff, the banner under me disappears for a few seconds. It's just going to do that for today. It'll be fixed tomorrow. It'll be okay. We will survive. Hey, hey. Do 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 do. Beep 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 do 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 do. Are we courting? We're courting for another one. Awesome, Avian. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright, so this untap happens. Am I supposed to Cryptic Command something here? I think I'm supposed to Cryptic Command something here. So they can't combo if their thing's summoning sick, so just bounce this to their hand and draw a card. And now they could put 2 minus counters on that to kill it, to deny us drawing a card, but they probably want their thing in play. Consume destroys all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less. Thanks for the biddies, Galdra. Thanks for being here. Alright, so we're looking for Snapcaster Mage or Torrential Gearhulk at this point, so I can Snap Consume. Because I wanted to save my Consume for a bigger board. Because they didn't have that much going on. Alright, Snappy. Time to take one for the team. Thank goodness Snappy's a team player, chat. Good golly. Whew. Team player Snapcaster Mage. Is there a budget mana base that would work for Vanderfear Pod? You could replace Misty with other blue and green fetches, and you could replace the what's it called with something else, the Grove of the Burned Willows, but that's about as budget as you're gonna get. So they have 5 draws in the bank here, so we're really hoping to like hit Mystical Teachings or something in combo here. Unfortunately, we have nothing going on. Oh, yeah, you're right. The other dude prevents the counters. You're super right. It is, in fact, how Magic the Gathering works. Alright. Echoing Decay, the thing that kills me. Go. Yeah, modern decks are, like, super expensive. I almost thought, like, I've been enjoying Vanderfear Court enough to, like, think about buying paper cards again, and then I realized how much they cost, and I decided that that was silly. For my regulars that are hanging out waiting for Standard, we're probably going to be doing Modern till about 10 o'clock or so today, because I did start late. We're probably not going to play all the matches in this league. Maybe we'll give it till about 10:30. Wow, Remorseful Cleric's real gross for us. Evacuate! Evacuate! Muscle Mose, thanks for the Prime support. Yay, Greek Conqueror. Pick it up. Oh, wow, we killed the Remorseful Spear. Well, that's good for us. God bless. He keep the Evacuation in my bin, too. Well, I started late today. I didn't go live till like 8:30, and usually I'm live by like 1:45. Ended up sleeping a little bit late this morning because the kids allowed it. Please no Kaladesh. Please no Kaladesh. And like this is like we've been playing this league for 40 minutes, and this is like game 2 of match 1. Ooh. Ooh. Piece of candy. Oh, wait. This could totally untap this, can't it? Oh, yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Untap me, baby. Untap me. That was gross. Wow. Wow, that was gross. That was disgusting. You can untap Azcanta too. You can also untap Azcanta, the Sunken Rune. Casual draw 3. We both drew 3, but like I drew it better, right? Planning on Teamer Climb today to warm up for the weekend. Yeah, maybe I'm planning to stream along today. So we'll see. If we get through the list of standard decks on the docket, Teamer Climb's gonna be the extra one. Thanks for the biddies, pancakes. Alright, so I'm gonna Fatal Push the thing that attacks here. And then they'll play some more crap out of their hand, and I'll snap Evacuation at end of turn. What on God's green earth were they courting for? Cord for 4? I think I'm just gonna, like, be firm and use my no button here. Stop it. Yeah, that's how slowly people play. I want you to take a look at how tedious our deck is and then realize that I'm up on clock on my opponent right now. Thanks, General. I appreciate you being here, and thanks for the compliment. Oh, Shalai. That was totally a Shalai. I agree. Good catch. Ooh. Things that are fair and reasonable. Yay, Magic. Oh, I should have played the fetch land. Because if I would have played the fetch land, I could have, if I would have played the fetch land, I could have used my Maelstrom Pulse. This is disgusting. Thanks for the very generous tier 3 resub there and the 12 months in a row. Well, the good news. Good news. I get to discard this to hand size, which means I can Pulse of Murasa. I got a promotion at work today, so here's some bits. Put it towards something with a team right. Will do, Slacker. Thanks for the support. I'm going to be really bad at following chat for the next few minutes, just as a heads up. As a heads up, I'm going to be really bad at following chat for the next few minutes. Because I need to try and win this game without timing out. Right, Hitter? I think I'm planning to just play 3 matches with this deck, which is probably going to put us to 10:30 or so. If we're winning, we're definitely not going to play all 5 matches with this deck. Just too much time. Yeah, I know I can pulse their graveyard, but I think I'd rather not. I wonder if they're going to take time off this turn to Field of Ruin my Mikokoro. I feel like they're probably supposed to. We might also, I wonder how many opponents we're going to time out today. It feels like we're heading in that general direction. Opponents got 9 cards in their hand. Mystical Teachings. All right, Mystical Teachings should be good game. I believe that means we win. Because we'll pick up Blue Sun us ourselves for like most of our deck. Get Nexus, start casting Nexus. Can we lethal Blue Sun them? Oh, we totally can, huh? There's only 15 cards in their deck. Yeah, I only need to exit 16 to kill them, right? Pretty sure we can snap Remand and still lethal Blue Sun them. All right, to set a bar that's incredibly low, we've now won more matches than I was expecting to win today. All right, X needs to be 16 here. Have some cards, because I'm a giver. Look, they lost with 22 cards in their hand. Don't know about you, but you're feeling 22. All right, well that was a 2-0 45-minute match win. Yikes. That certainly was something. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was some kind of thing. We are undefeated. We have not lost a game. You know what's funny about that last match too? I was up on clock in that last match playing this deck, and our client crashed. I had to restart at one point. Which is the factor that has made you quick decisions in Magic. It's my willingness to play quickly and occasionally make mistakes. I mean, you see me misclick and make small mistakes all the time on this stream. If I played more slowly, I would probably make less mistakes, but I'd also draw more and like clock out more. and make worse content. Like when you have to like sit there and like wait for people to like do stuff while you're watching them, it's real tedious. I change the Magic channel a lot when I'm watching people and they just take too often. This deck probably has an okay Jund matchup, huh? The biggest key to making fast decisions is that you have to think about what you're going to be doing while your opponent's taking their turn, and then pivot and adjust what you decided on based on the cards you draw for the turn. And you'll hear me say a lot of the time on stream, oh, I had this line in my mind, and then I drew this card for the turn, and I didn't adjust my line based on the card that I drew for the turn, and that was a mistake. But you will also be much faster, even though you will occasionally make that mistake. I think I just get Cryptic Command here. Spell Snare is not a terrible pickup. Worth noting, I need a fetch land to Fatal Push this this Bloodbraid Elf so I can have Revolt. So they know about Cryptic Command, which starts to make things interesting. So like it decides like what do they want to play into a Cryptic Command basically. Tireless Tracker, yikes. All right, well, counter this draw card. Yeah, they had cascaded into Fatal Push on the last one. Yeah, Cryptic bounce my land to enable Revolt does not sound like a particularly good play, so I'm going to decline. Hard pass. I need to worry about bolts going upstairs here. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to be a little conservative here and just Cryptic counter draw off this Gearhulk. This does, if they have like Terminate or Trophy or a Liliana the Veil. If they have Trophy here, wow, that's brutal. Yikes. You have a Bolt, am I dead? Yep. Alright, well that was about how I was expecting that to go. Weird, we played against a reasonable deck and we died in a fire. Extra Fatal Push, I guess. Maybe Echoing Decay. Consume and Evacuation don't seem very good. I don't really have sideboard cards here, it doesn't feel like. Is Devour Flesh fine, just as an Edict effect? Maybe. It's funny, so we talked about the emotional feelings of playing a control deck the other day, and this deck really embodies that, right? Like, we just played a 40-minute match where we won 2-0, and we spent most of that match winning the game, so it felt really good to be winning for 40 minutes. Whereas here, we just spent 3 minutes losing, so like, even if we end up 1-1 with this deck, we'll have spent 40 minutes winning and like 10 minutes losing, so it feels like our deck is doing better than it actually is, because the length of time that we've spent winning the game is longer, even though our record is even. I'm not going to mulligan Remand on the play. You also just, like, don't want to mulligan in general against decks playing Thoughtseize, like if your hand has lands and spells. Yeah, this opponent is clipping along, which is nice. There's a Whisper of the Muse in this deck, right? I have no idea. Not a clue. Do 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 do. There's no Overgrown Tomb in the mana base either, which is interesting. That was definitely the reading whispers of the Muse pause. And then trying to figure out, does buyback have text? So when you zoom in, buyback has text. Bobby. Charma Goofy. Well, yeah, we had two good raids this morning. We had both Diva and Cainster dropped off about 200 people each, which is awesome. Kicked us up sooner than later. We're also running a little bit later than we usually run, which probably helps. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. We're really looking to draw cards like Cryptic Command at this point. Things that can impact what our opponent's doing, but generate 2-for-1s for us. Yep. Huntmaster of the Fells. Yep. Snapcaster Mage, eh? Okay. This kills. That was one of the draws we needed. That was one of those 2-for-1s I was talking about a hot second ago. This kills Bobby and trades off with some of this board. Was that the actual best draw available? Yeah, I think so. I think it was like actual factual best. I guess what's his name? Torrential Gearhulk maybe was marginally better because it's a bigger body. I assume they're just passing the turn, flipping Huntmaster, killing my thing. Oh, deal. Snap that trade. I'm basically like a bad radio DJ of like musical theater and bad early 2000s pop punk music. All right, well, we have a thing. We have a thing. The Minamo, and actually I shouldn't have played Minamo this turn. Minamo untaps Search for Azcanta, and it untaps Mikokoro. Scooze is scary because it cuts off some of our better draws. I'm leaving the Misty Rainforest uncracked here because if I draw Fatal Push, I want to have Revolt to kill the Ravager. They changed the flip card rules, so the back side of the flip card is the same converted mana cost as the front side. We're dead. Onward, upward, backward, forward. See? And again, 40 minutes of winning, 10 to 15 minutes of losing. Still feel good about the deck, even though we're only 1-1. And that's why it's really important when you're playing matches that you like log your results, because like going off your gut, if you don't have a lot of experience with trying to take a step back, it's very easy to get caught up and think a deck is better than it is. Yeah, I think a really sweet legacy card that would be awesome to have printed into Modern is Stoneforge Mystic. I think Stoneforge Mystic would be a sweet legacy card to get printed into Modern. Just too powerful. Too powerful. All right, we're going to Growth Spiral, and we're going to draw a Fatal Push, and it's going to be awesome. JK, LOL. So we're dead? Almost? Almost, not quite. I'm not dead yet. Holy crap. If we get to Notion Thief, a Goblin Lore, or a Burning Inquiry, give me a land. Give me a land. Poppy needs a land. Or a Faithless Looting. Holy crap. Land. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Come on. Just do it. Just do it. Come on. Come on. Do it. Cast the spell. Cast the spell. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Do. Cast the discard spell and draw me some cards. It's just a Cryptic Command. Cast Burning Inquiry because you don't mind if Burning Inquiry gets Cryptic Commanded. Okay. Oh, we did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Get him! Get him! Get him! Arr! Arr! You've activated my trap card, Yugi boy! Ha ha! Ha ha! Resolves. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Are we going to win another match? Oh, no. We're going to win another match. We might be dead to a lightning bolt here. If they have a bolt, we're probably in trouble. I guess I could just Pulse of Murasa and play around bolt. I probably want to pulse and play around bolt. Oh, no. Oh, oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Probably should have Cryptic Commanded this. Maybe I'm just supposed to Cryptic Command this and play around. Play around Bolt. Flame Phoenix is an intervening if clause, so they don't get to come back here. I think I trade this off. Yeah, we can pulse it back. I think I mismanaged my resources this game. If they have a land, we're dead. No. Pulse Thief costs 4. I'm afraid of burning, taking my Pulse and my Torrential Gearhulk away. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just like any control deck, right? You're like picking and choosing in every line, like what are we playing around? Like what are we attempting to play around here? So like here, I'm gonna go ahead and pulse my Notion Thief back to my hand, which is less good when they know we have it, but like at the same time, they're just like gonna draw a bunch of blanks now. Like their Faithless Lootings, their Burning Inquiries, and their Goblin Lores are just turned off at this point. So if they cast Gurmag Angler, I'm going to counter it, tap their creatures. If they just go to combat here and enter combat, I'm going to fetch Cryptic, tap their team, draw a card. How do we feel about bounce one of these, draw a card? How do we feel about bounce draw? That's bad if they have Faithless Looting. I'm just going to tap draw. Gearhulk costs 5, or 6, not 5. Well, like, so bouncing, so the reason to bounce is because we're under pressure. So bouncing is better against pressure because, like, it means it ties up their mana on future turns. Okay, huh. This deck has felt way better than I was expecting it to. This is technically a combo deck, just for reference. Do we have enough Cryptics to just kill them? We might, actually. Yeah, Gearhulk plus these Cryptics might actually just slam the door. Which, I mean, so if this deck is good, and it's like, I looked at this deck initially and thought it was a fair deck, but the fact that it's actually a combo deck makes a whole lot more sense. Yeah, this is Moto. Everyone plays slowly on Moto. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Gearhulk, Cryptic, bounce one, block the other. And then, like, I'm attacking them for 8 down to 6, and they're dead the following turn. Each player gets 25 minutes on Moto. Alright. Alright. I'm scared. Evacuation sounds really funny in this matchup. Evacuation sounds really funny in this matchup. What are we doing? Delay seems medium. Spell Snare seems medium. Oh. Yeah, the Notion Thief is main deck. Yeah, Echoing Decay seems fine, I agree. This is a Whisper of the Muse. Whisper of the Muse is probably too slow. Trim Remand. All right, let's do it. Shake it out here. For my regulars that are here for standard content, we're going to be running long with Modern this morning because I started a little bit late. So thanks for hanging out. We'll be on to standard within the next hour or so, depending on how long these matches take. You can search for Consume the Meek with Mystical Teachings. It's an instant. Almost every stream is a PJ stream. It's one of the upsides of my jobs. I get to color my hair pink and not get dressed in the morning. That's true. If you're a standard player, you're probably going to feel kind of at home looking at this deck because it's doing standard-ish things. Thank you for the amazing content over the last year. The way you express yourself and are unafraid to call out or identify things you think that are wrong is great. Well, thank you for the 12 months, Fedi. Thanks for coming back and thanks for keeping me around. Cyclonic Rift is actually pretty reasonable here against Hollowed Boys and Delve Threats. Whiskey Dingo. I remember when this was a Mac Weldon stream. I do still have Mac Weldon clothes that I wear. They are still wonderful. Thanks for the 14 months. MTHG. Thanks for cashing your Bezo bucks in this way this month. I appreciate it. Lisa is wonderful. Actually, I had a few people that said they were thinking about picking up a mattress at some point in the future. My Lisa code is going to expire in 2 weeks. So March 15th, it'll no longer be valid. So if you're one of the people from way back that wanted to pick up one of the wonderful beds that I sleep in, those codes will no longer be available as of 2 weeks from now. They cast the Blood Gas from their hand, AGH. That's why we didn't surgical it. Hits Leo, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It's unfortunate that this Polluted Delta can't fetch a forest, because I really don't want to fetch Shock here, but we're probably going to. Vatassiger. Liliana the Veil. Interesting. I'm going to discard Surgical here. The Mac Weldon command hasn't been there for a while. That campaign ran out a long time ago. No, I get to keep my bed. Believe it or not, they don't resell used mattresses. You do still get swords for a year. Sorry. This deck is really slow and I've been missing it. Go forth and protect us from Twitch. I think I missed another one. Really don't have a lot going on here. I think I'm supposed to fetch Shock and cast this Growth Spiral and hope for the best. Okay. Okay. Best Beard NA, thanks for the Prime support. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome back. Think I'm ditching Snapcaster Mage to this plus. Yikes. Well, so much for that plan. Sunhand, thanks for cashing your Beza bucks this way. I appreciate it. They binned their hollowed one there, so that's nice for us. Did they hit a delve threat? Ooh, let's fix Pokemon Nerd Swordlessness. I think I'm binning Abrupt Decay here. And another hollowed one, because why not? Alright, so I get to do this. Fire Emblem, thanks for the 3-1-3 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. If I hit an island here, I can snap Cryptic Bounce this turn. Which I think is something I want to do. We're going to send the hollowed one back from whence it came. I mean, I'm not going to undo the pink when we go below 4,000. I'm just not going to refresh it when the time comes to refresh it. We did win game one. We Notion Thief to Goblin Lore game one. It was as good as it sounds. I'm not blocking here because I want to attack Liliana this turn. So I don't get ultimated. If they plus Liliana, I think I bin the Snapcaster Mage here. Because I need Cryptic Command to bounce the hollowed one that they're going to play for free off the Liliana. Because they Faithless Looted earlier, so they discarded 2 cards. This will be the 3rd card they're discarding. I could, like, be greedy and hold the Snapcaster Mage and hope to hit a land, but I don't think I want to bank on hitting a land next turn. So now I get to do this. Send that back from where it went. Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess we could Snap Decay the Liliana and then have 2 snaps in play. Maybe that's better. Yeah, maybe that's better. I forgot I had Decay in the bin. Do I want to put this Lumbering Falls into play? I think so. I think I just want all my lands. No, I don't think so. If they plus the Liliana here before doing anything, I can bounce the Liliana, tap their creatures. Well, they only have 1 Flamewake Phoenix. Good luck, Krago. I updated the list on my page last night and this morning, so if you want what my latest thoughts on it are, feel free to go there. Yeah, the fact that I forgot, I had Abrupt Decay in the bins, probably loose here. I definitely should have Snap Decayed the Liliana instead of holding onto the Cryptic Command. The duo standard metagame is probably just going to be a lot like Best of One. Real linear, real aggro. So I assume they're going to edict me here because they don't want to lose their Hallowed One. Alrighty. I'm expecting the new Modern set to be a solid, like, 4 or 5. I'd be kind of surprised if they printed too many things that would impact the format too much. The key to not being disappointed, chat, is low expectations. Time for game 3. Yeah, I think if I would have kept the Snapcaster Mage as opposed to the Cryptic Command earlier and Snap Decayed the first Liliana, it probably would have been in a better spot. But then they also had this second Liliana, so there's no guarantee that that's the case. Hard to know for sure. Sure. This new set is going, if this new set is a success, it's going to make Modern more expensive. Quote me on that. If this new set is successful, it's going to make Modern more expensive. Because if they, from what I understand, they're explicitly not reprinting. They're explicitly not reprinting cards that are already in Modern. So if this new set creates more interest in Modern from new players, it will make existing staples more expensive because it will be increasing the demand for existing cards without increasing the supply. So we're like not in a great spot here. So I can like fetch, shock, growth spiral, shock. So I can like take 5 from my mana and like have my land set up here. Or I could like not cast my spells and take a bunch of damage that way. I also think it's kind of absurd that they're designing a set to impact Modern and have direct to Modern cards, and they're not having it released for the Modern Pro Tour. It is such a huge punt in my mind that this set is not the set that's being drafted and being featured at the Modern Pro Tour this year. Like, who thought that was a good decision? They may have chosen what? Stop it. Pros always have to get cards. You also don't have to have the Pro Tour week 1. You could have the Pro Tour week 2 or 3. I think we're dead here. I'd be very surprised if they had 2 Modern Pro Tours in a year. Would be incredibly surprised. We're just dead, right? I don't think I have any outs here. That definitely doesn't let me survive. Neither does that. So, this deck feels really sweet when it's winning, but you just kind of, like, what I expected to happen has happened in these last 2 matches. We just, like, kind of have a bunch of really expensive spells in our hand, and we, like, mope around and we die because we've chosen to register a bunch of 4-mana cards that don't really impact the board. And then, like, a bunch of our 2-mana spells also don't really impact the board in a format that's about getting onto the board as fast as possible and being brutal and efficient. So, this deck was really sweet in the first match when we played it and it did its thing. But, like, it's such a neat idea. And, like, this really shows why having incomplete data is a big deal. So, like, this list and something close to this has been posting 5-0s on Magic Online, but we don't know how many times they've actually tried, right? So we don't know if they've posted 6 5-0s playing 6 leagues, playing 12 leagues, playing 50 leagues. So, like, the sample size there is relevant, and it's one that we don't know, which is why it's important to understand that the deck list that you see posted on MTG Goldfish and the percentages that you see posted on MTG Goldfish are essentially meaningless. And it's neat to look at deck lists, and it's fun to look at decks that can win matches, but you should not in any way use the metrics and the numbers on the site like MTG Goldfish to derive meaningful information about power level of things in the format, because that's not what they do based on how that data is collected and assembled. And I really, really wish, like, Goldfish does great stuff, and this is nothing personal at them, but I think they do a disservice to the community not explaining or putting an asterisk next to their percentages, explaining why they're not ideal and where the metrics come from and what you need to understand to go into it. I think a lot of people make bad assumptions thinking those data and metrics are more complete than they are. Kyle, thanks for the 8 months. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow at the NRG event. Should be a lot of fun. I've not put any more thoughts into the sub-only arena tournament. I've actually put some thoughts into it. I think maybe putting the idea up was more than I can chew. I'm not sure. So the problem is that, like, running a tournament with hundreds of players through something like Smash.gg is probably not going to be very feasible. And it was probably a bad idea to suggest that we could do it before we have a replay client. Like, until we have, like, a tournament client with spectator modes in the client, it's probably not going to be as feasible to do, looking at all the logistics of it. It's probably going to be slow and clunky and tedious to the point where doing coverage isn't going to be good content. And that's even before you get into the logistics of, you know, trying to figure out people might lie about the results of their match, and how do you verify I said I won and he said he won, so like who's actually the winner? Yeah, unless literally everyone is streaming their matches, correct? Which maybe that's the requirement. We require everyone to stream their matches like the Twitch rivals did. Maybe that's just the solution. Well, screenshots don't really fix anything. What do you just like post the I1 screen? How do I know that's the I1 screen from the match you're currently playing? Yeah, maybe we just require everyone to stream it. I don't have expectations for modern things, because every time I have expectations when I feel are reasonable for modern, I'm disappointed.